Hello Trekkies and welcome back with another video of TREKKERPRISE. Well, today we're going to talk about the Orville and the first episode of season 1 to...
Hi.
Oh, hi. I'm Gary. Welcome to the video. Welcome to TREKKERPRISE. You know, I do love making these videos. I really do. It's it's more like a hobby for me. It's more just than a hobby. It's if I'm not working, I just want to be here in this set. You know, like I do every video myself. Like it's crazy. And I have a video with these hands. Oh, if these hands could talk.
Hello. Yeah, just some weirdo. Nothing.
Hello Trekkies and welcome back with another video of TREKKERPRISE. Well, the new year has come and Orville has begun as well with the second season. Well, technically the first episode for season 2 is the last episode for season 1 because, as we all know, they actually kept one episode from season 1 and they just chucked it into season 2. After a long year, finally it was really good to watch the Orville and I didn't know what I was missing. So finally we got the Orville back in full screen and this episode was just amazing. The episode called Jaloja, and it followed the request of Bortus that he had to go to pee, and in order to do that he has to go home because that's apparently turned out to be a ceremony of some sort. Obviously running jokes at the very beginning of this episode and you know, finally finding out a bit more about the Mucklans and how they managed to hold it back for such a long time. It was very interesting to see this sort of ritual and how they actually have a ritual for a sort of natural thing that we, you know, do it on a daily basis once or twice, and as we got to know from the very first episode, Ed Mercer does it even in the evenings while he trying to sleep.
Yeah, I'm up 2-3 times a night.
That is unfortunate.
So the episode was actually really cool, although I did feel that even though the episode called Jaloja and it was focusing on more or less like Bortus' urinary problems, it did catch up with a lot of things, with a lot of members of the crew. So everyone really got equal screen time in this episode. We got to know that Kelly has a new romance going on. We got to see a new member of the crew, and we also got to see the Finn family having some troubles in school. Not to mention, we also got to know that there's a school on board in the ship. But obviously that's not a big news because we got to see in the first season that even the cruise ship has a school on board, although they teach a slight different subjects in that school rather than this one. We got to see a little bit of Marcus behaving or even misbehaving in this episode with his new friend that his mother doesn't really approve. I really found interesting and sweet that Isaac is becoming more of part of the Finn family and teaching Ty how to play piano and even giving advices to Dr. Finn to actually how to raise the kids, which he did in the very first season as well, and the episode Into the Fold when they went into this family adventure of some sort. And Isaac ended up actually taking care of the kids. And I do feel like Isaac is becoming more and more involved with the Finn family. It almost felt like that Dr. Finn and Isaac, they're like coming a bit more closer together. Maybe that's just a friendship. Maybe Isaac became an honorary member of their family, but it's definitely good to see that Isaac is getting involved more with human relations. Obviously we got to see Alaro as well, who was having a romantic crush on the elevator guy. He was the one actually who introduced the elevator music in season 1 to the Orville. So having their little bonding and little humorous parts going on in this episode, it was also really fun to watch. Obviously having Dan in this episode was quite interesting as well, and then it turned out that he kind of creepy and clingy as well. So I don't think that string is going to go anywhere from this side of from the Alaro Dan relationship. Also, I was hoping, and a lot of people was hoping, that Ed and Kelly, their relationship, their ex-wife sort of situation will move on in this season, and they're going to forget about the whole thing and they're going to go into more you know, like they are friends and they are just colleagues and they're working together in the ship. But apparently Ed started to feel feelings about Kelly, and that kind of became a bit obsessive as well at the beginning, because I did feel uncomfortable watching him like, hey Kelly, I love you, I love you, I love you, and then Kelly was like, hey, we should move on. It's not really good to have an affair with the captain and the first officer, so that's not really something that you should do with your first officer. And then even though Kelly was logical and she looked like she actually moved on, it wasn't really a good opener from Ed, from the side of Ed, that okay, I'm still obsessed with you, I'm still loving in you, like you know, I can't really move along. But this new crew member seems like shown an interest on Ed, so there may be gonna be another person in Ed's life that might help actually forgetting more about Kelly. So that's a really good start for their relationship. I mean, I'm really happy that Kelly finally found someone who happened to be a school teacher. So I'm really happy that her personal life is actually moving forward, and seems like Ed's going to have some personal interest in this season as well. So I'm really looking forward to see how their finally friendship going to evolve. I did feel a bit sorry for Gordon, because he was like quite nervous, and he really felt like he's really want to do something more, something extra for this girl who just came aboard the ship. He really had a crush on her, but he didn't really make his move in order to break the ice. And then it looked like that girl actually got more interested about the captain, who was drinking alone. I was a tiny bit disappointed of the whole nature of the episode, because the title being Jaloja, and that's focused more on the ritual of Bortus's urinating in his home planet. That didn't really get emphasized more in this episode. So at the beginning we got to see Bortus in you know, requesting this whole scenario that I have to go back to pee and to my home planet. So it's, and at the end we got to see him actually doing it. Well, in the end of the cliff. So where else to go if you know, nature calls. I did feel that Bortus didn't really get that much emphasis in this episode. I would have imagined a little bit more context behind Bortus' storyline, because we had multiple storylines in this episode, having the Finn family, having Kelly and Ed, having Gordon, having even we got a little of Lamar as well, although he was just kind of an advisor for Gordon. But I would have imagined Bortus' storyline as a bit more explained. And obviously, if you have to go to pee, you don't really talk about that too much. Although if it happens in a starship and you have to go home to another planet, then okay, that's something that you should talk about. But obviously, we're talking about a pee scenario, pee situation that doesn't really necessarily need some more explanation. So yeah, overall, it was really cool, and I really enjoyed it, watching every second of it. It was really fun. It was really fun, it was really deep, it was really interesting. Finally we get our crew back, we get our series back, and it was just a fun episode to watch. And I think overall the feeling of season 1 carries on in season 2 that I always wished for, and I had it in my wish list as well, that I did want the Orville to keep up the standards that they established in season 1. So that's a really hopeful beginning, hopeful start of season 2, and I can't wait to watch the following episodes, because I'm pretty sure we're up for a really interesting ride. I'm really looking forward to what's going to happen with the different crew members, and I'm really looking forward to what's going to happen with the overall story arc as well. So that was my short review of the season 2 premiere of the Orville, the episode Jaloja. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know how did you like this episode, what was your favorite or least favorite part, and what do you think overall of season 2, like how it started to happen, how it began with this journey. So that was it for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. As always, please don't forget to like and share the video, and don't forget to subscribe to receive all the geekiness every week. And until next time, see you later.